I went into a public house to get a pint of beer. The publican he up and says, we serve no red coats here. The girls behind the bar, they laughed and giggled fit to die. So I out into the street again, and to myself said I, well, it's Tommy this, and Tommy that, and Tommy go away. Brisk thank you, Mr. Atkins, when the band begins to play. When the band begins to play, me boys, the band begins to play. It's thank you, Mr. Atkins, when the band begins to play. So I went into a theatre, as sober as could be. They give a drunk civilian room, but they hadn't none for me. They sent me to the gallery and round the music hall. But when it comes to fighting, Lord, they shoved me in the stall. Well, it's Tommy this and Tommy that, and Tommy waits outside. But it's a special train for Atkins when the trooper's on the tide. When the troop ship's on the tide, me boys, the troop ship's on the tide. It's a special train for Atkins when the trooper's on the tide. Well, making mock of uniforms will guard you while you sleep. It's cheaper than them uniforms and they're starvation cheap. And hustling drunken soldiers when they're going wild a bit. Well, it's 5 times better business than parading in full kit. Well, it's Tommy this and Tommy that, and Tommy go away. Brisk thank you, Mr. Atkins, when the band begins to play. When the band begins to play, me boys, the band begins to play. It's thank you, Mr. Atkins, when the band begins to play. Oh, we are no thin red heroes, and we aren't no blackguards too. We're just simple men in barracks, most remarkable like you. And if sometime our conduct isn't all your fancy paints, well, single men in barracks don't grow into plaster saints. Well, it's Tommy this and Tommy that, and Tommy, how's your soul? For it's a thin red line of heroes when the guns begin to roll. When the guns begin to roll, me boys, the guns begin to roll. It's a thin red line of heroes when the guns begin to roll. Oh, you talk of better food for us, and schools and fires and all. Well, we'll wait for extra rations if you treat us rational. Don't mess about them cookroom slops, but prove it to our face that the widow's uniform is not the soldier man's disgrace. And it's Tommy this and Tommy that, and chuck him out, the brute. But it's thank you, Mr. Atkins, when the guns begin to shoot. And it's Tommy this and Tommy that, and anything you please. But Tommy ain't no bleeding fool, you bet that Tommy sees. Chip and Bell.